you may have missed this. As you know, what was it like now a week ago? I don't honestly like time just everything just seems like it's longer, or I feel like time is just now moving so slowly. It feels like
it was a week and a half ago.
That Trump. No, wasn't it on a Saturday? So
yes,
it was last weekend.
It was not last weekend.
Oh,
it was the weekend before.
So it was almost 2 weeks ago. Donald Trump tweeted out that Barack Obama had wiretapped Trump Tower. And it had gone away, it felt like, but then it had circled back. I'm not quite sure why. And, this is obviously, look, this is, for the most part, just insanity that doesn't have any bearing on things like the way that their austerity-ridden, cruel budget document does. But there are times where it begins to be a little bit more problematic, right? Like, it's not just these things do have implications around the world. And here is Sean Spicer now, I guess, desperately trying to, and understand, when we hear Sean Spicer speak, we are just basically hearing Donald Trump's darkest thoughts at 3 a.m. Because he wakes up at 3 a.m. and just is like, Sean, you've got to get out there and push this. And Sean Spicer does. And here's Sean Spicer. I guess he did this yesterday. Did he do this? He did this yesterday as I guess it's a way of escaping the charges that the president doesn't know what he's talking about. They're shifting. And here's what Sean Spicer was basically trying to sell yesterday.
On Fox News on March 14th, Judge Andrew Napolitano made the following statement, quote, 3 intelligence sources have informed Fox News that President Obama went outside the chain of command. He didn't use the NSA, he didn't use the CIA, he didn't use the FBI, and he didn't use the Department of Justice. He used GCHQ. What is that? It's the initials for the British intelligence spying agency. So simply by having two people saying to them, President needs transcripts of conversations involving candidate Trump's conversations involving President-elect Trump, he's able to get it, and there's no American fingerprints on this. Putting the published counts and common sense together, this leads to a lot. All we're doing is literally reading off what other stations and people have reported. And I think that casts into concern some of the activities that may have occurred during the 2016 election. We're not casting judgment on that. I think the idea is to say that if these organizations, these individuals came to these conclusions, they merit looking into.
There you go. So we are told something like this went down. Hold on, wait a sec.
Excuse me.
I think it went something like this. Hello.
Hello, this is Barack Obama.
Well, this is the British spying place.
British spying place. Great to talk with you again. I'm going to have the usual, which is a wiretap on some white people.
Righto, Governor.
I'm going to need a wiretap on Donald Trump and every white person making above $100,000 a year in the Panhandle, or as we call it, Malik Shabazz Allah. Which will be renamed after the caliphate is established.
White people, Panhandle, right. And how would you like that delivered, sir?
I'm going to want that written up in a transcript so that there's deniability.
Right. Deniability, transcript, right away. You've got it, sir.
You know, Donald Trump is the perfect embodiment of the white devil and his devilish nature, but you are quite the opposite, British spy people. Thank you so much.
Righto. Have a wonderful day.
Allahu Akbar.
Right, cheerio. So Sean Spicer says this yesterday. And that was just a dramatization, just in case you didn't fully understand what was
we're going to
about.
get cited.
Right.
There was a phone call.
I've heard the phone call.
I heard
There
it.
was a British guy on one end. He sounded just like the chimney sweep in Mary Poppins. So This was reported by CNN today. National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster spoke with his British counterpart on Thursday about Sean Spicer's comment from the White House podium about a Fox News report that said British intelligence helped wiretap Trump Tower in the 2016 campaign, a White House official said Friday. The official described the conversation as cordial, where McMaster described Spicer's comment as unintentional. McMaster also told his counterpart that, quote, their concerns were understood and heard, and it would be relayed to the White House.
It has to be so stressful to be a person who has a functioning ability to do their job in this administration.
I mean, it's got to be McMaster going like, I'm really sorry.
Literally.
Really sorry. And his counterpart going like, what the fuck is going on? I mean, how worried should we be? And McMaster's probably just like looking around going like, why don't you throw out a number? Like, is this are we at like a 7?
I keep
warmer.
Yeah.
Like, are we at like a 9? Should we be worried at like at a 9? 9.
I keep thinking of that. I don't know why, but you know that scene that was a funny line in 30 Rock when Tracy Morgan's like, they keep saying I have a drug problem, which is totally racist because I'm straight up mentally ill. I feel like that's like everybody in this administration. Like, he's straight up mentally ill.
Hey, everybody. Sam Seder here.
Donald Trump is a bad guy. Believe me. It's true.
It is true. And you can subscribe to this channel by subscribing to this channel. It's true.